Alright, how's my audio? Is the state of play music too loud? I want to make sure you can actually hear it, but also that you can hear me. You know. Two important factors. Seems good? Okay. So yeah, they're doing a state of play, and they specifically say it's going to focus on Japanese games. So, you know, maybe this will be a Final Fantasy 15 situation. Look at the exciting future for our Japanese studios. We're closing them all down. But it also happens to be the 35th anniversary of Final Fantasy, so maybe we'll get Stranger of Paradise 2? It's almost the 21st anniversary of Mega Man Battle Network. I could actually very easily see there being a Battle Network connection or collection. Although, I don't know if they would show it here. It's kind of a random place. I feel like it's weird because this isn't really a place for big announcements, but it's not a place for really small ones either. And like, collections are usually pretty small. Like the cusp of that, I think, is at the very edge. I think that you could probably have a Final Fantasy 13 collection, but I couldn't see like anything from a Pixel era being at a state of play. But who knows? State of plays aren't very consistent. Like, Nintendo Directs have a structure to them, but state of play is a lot more messy. Yeah, I think a 13 collection would be really cool, especially they could probably really pump up the graphics. Like, they could probably just port it into a new engine, make the hair a little bit higher fidelity, and it would look like a PlayStation 6 game. Oh, right, I gotta change my stream info. .13 without the crunchy pre-rendered cutscenes would be nice. I don't see that happening. I think they'd keep the pre-rendered cutscenes. There just might be a weird thing where the in-game graphics look better than the pre-rendered ones. Like that happened with, well, better in a different sense, but in Type 0, the new lighting is phenomenal to the point where it looks weird compared to the CG cutscenes because the lighting is wildly different. And I don't think they make that much of a difference in 13 because it has much more normal lighting, but who knows? Yeah, I don't know. I'm really, as much as I would meme it, I'm keeping my expectations very, very low for this because I mean, there's a good chance of it having a bit more appeal to me by having a focus on Japanese games, but State of Play doesn't have the track record of a Nintendo Direct. They're not going to have a one more thing. We're making a good Dissidia game. But there might be something. Hope there's something. It's important to have reasonable expectations, I believe. Yeah, expect nothing and hope for everything. Because yeah, it could just be a non-stop roller coaster of all of the games you secretly wanted. Just they're all coming to PlayStation 5, but you have to find one. They left all of the PlayStation 5s in one piece. This is a nitpick, but does it bother anyone else that all these gaming events use this like generic, easy listening, lo-fi beats to study to kind of music and not the video game music they make? Like, I know that a lot of Sony's music nowadays is really generic, but I feel like that's still a better way to do it. But I don't know. Racking my head trying to think of like reasonable but cool things that they could reveal, and like making use of some. Oh, you know what, actually there was a somewhat reliable leak recently apparently that there's going to be a Sly Cooper and Infamous game this year, at least revealed. I think there was a saying Infamous might come out this year, and I like Infamous, and I've only beaten the first Sly Cooper, but I like it fine, so that would be cool if they finally show that stuff off. Did they say Japanese games or Japanese publishers? That might not be Sony games they're showing. Like, I think that Square showing something is likely. It's just a matter of what. Yeah, it'd be nice if they can revive Sly Cooper. Yeah, they need to enable the furries. They're gonna have another voice actor for Carmelita. Shadow the Hedgehog 2 Reverse Rebirth? Yeah, let's go with that. Sega's a Japanese developer. Maybe we'll get Persona 6 and Final Fantasy 17. And who else is there? We'll get Sonic Frontiers, and it turns out that it's a game everybody likes. What else can we expect? Capcom's gonna have Devil May Cry 6, Resident Evil 4 remake, and it's somehow better than Resident Evil 4. Everyone agrees. New Yakuza, yeah, that's a given. Yakuza, we're gonna have Yakuza 8 and Judgment 3. Second Coming of Christ? No, we don't want to drag it down. But yeah, and at the end they're going to say one more thing, and they're going to have a Smash Bros trailer, but it's Everyone Is Here, and it's every single Final Fantasy character in Dissidia. Man, speaking of Yakuza, actually, I really I don't want to just rush 6, but I really want to get to 7. It just looks so good. Especially Feral Chaos. There's going to be Feral Chaos and Desperado Chaos. We're finally getting the game we deserve. Desperado Chaos is just Feral Chaos with a gun. Alright. Oh, and I guess there's a fringe possibility of Kingdom Hearts, but I think they're going to save that stuff for the Kingdom Hearts event that's coming up in April. I don't think they're going to... But the thing is, I could see there being a minor announcement. Like, maybe not even a game, but I could also see there being a small-scale game announcement. Yeah, no, Like a Dragon, look... the thing is, like, the Yakuza games... up to 1 to 6 and 0, they vary a lot in terms of the quality of the combat, but they consistently have a problem where the enemy design is terrible. But then they just make it into an RPG. Now it's good, apparently. Like, I'm curious to like look at the RPG design of it. I love breaking down RPG design, so you know, that'll be fun. Nahuabino is Zexal morph from Yu-Gi-Oh! Zexal? That sounds insane. But yeah, is SMT5 even close to as Kino as Zexal? That's the real question. Wait, my time says 1:59, but this says it's starting in 2 minutes. Was there a 1 minute delay to fit in more Final Fantasy games? Oh, speaking of Gexel, wasn't there a rumor that there's going to be a new Gex game? That's a Square Enix game. That could be the focus on Japanese developers. Yeah, the tweet specifically said that this state of play is going to focus on Japanese publishers or developers or something like that. Like, I was going to look at this no matter what, because it happened to end right at when my streams usually would, but, you know, it having Japanese games means there's a good chance at least one thing they show might appeal to me. Maybe they'll make a Cowboy Bebop arena fighter. Okay, guys, you have 20 seconds left. You're running out of time to make any predictions. This is your last chance to become a credible insider. I think that Gex could probably cross over with Stranger of Paradise. I think that Gex would get along great with Jack. Hello, Dinner Calzone. How's it going? Alright, RP to M. That means Stranger of Paradise, right? Final Fantasy 17? Could be.
Hello, viewers. I am Ivy, the android.
What are you doing?
I'd like to share today's dinosaur forecast. A dinosaur outbreak.
Is it Dino Crisis?
Residents in the affected area have been evacuated, and a team of exofighters.
I don't know anything about Dino Crisis, but I know this is making people excited.
A vortex warning has been issued. Please remain indoors.
Like, I have no attachment to this, but this means something to people. If it is Dino Crisis. 3? Question mark? Don't you hate dinosaur weather? Yeah, totally. Nice. I'm happy for people. The dinosaurs are in crisis. Help them. They do seem like they're in trouble.
All I wanted was to be IBS's top pilot.
IBS's latest
These subtitles are not
forecasts and
matching it at all.
technology were able to keep human casualties to 0.
What, yeah. Are these automated subtitles? What's going on?
Development is proceeding under the guidance of the next gen AI, Leviathan.
Hello, Whalen Mouse. Knack 3, I don't think is Japanese developed, so it may not show up here.
IBS continues to recruit candidates to be.
I love how they just fall like that. Like, they look like toys. It's like if it's like they made a game out of a kid dumping a bucket full of dinosaurs onto like a model city. Is that EDF vibes? That's kind of what I assumed Dino Crisis was like. Wait, Exoprimal? What?
Another Exofighter recruit, right? Welcome to IBS.
Wait, is that supposed to be someone? Ah, man, I feel like people are upset now. That's not
State
Dino
of Play
Crisis?
returns with more announcements and updates for your favorite games.
Okay, announcements and updates.
We just saw the debut of Exoprimal, a brand new IP from Capcom. It hits PS4 and PS5
That's
next
so
year.
weird. Why don't they just make it Dino Crisis?
Next up, let's get some eye-popping updates for some fan favorites launching soon.
Alright, yeah, Ghostwire looked cool. That was like the horror game that actually isn't a horror game.
こいつは大勢の魂を借り集め、それを利用して冥界と現世をつなごうとしている。あいつはこの先に。
It's the horror game where you pull out a blood sword and start doing combos on demons.
黄泉の国はまだ先だ。なんだか盛り上がってきたな。
Or is it trying to automatically subtitle Japanese dialogue?
許されるはず。
This kind of looks like Dishonored but with drip.
あいつを止めない限り終わらない。
死んだのか。
体をよこせ。妹は助けてやる。終わらせるぞ。アキト。
Yeah, I don't know what they're going for with this game, but it does look really cool. It's insane, kinda. Microsoft's making a PlayStation exclusive? Is that this or is it something else? 'Cause I know you're right, but I forget what they're making. I mean, to be honest, I don't care that much about what Microsoft makes. I use my Xbox for multi-platform stuff almost exclusively. This is a Bethesda game? That explains why it looks like Dishonored, actually. Hey! Yeah, it's time to kill Chaos! I like how they basically never show Jack in just plain clothes anymore after the whole everyone thought it was an isekai thing. Okay, what are they gonna tell me? New demo!
Later today, visit PlayStation Store to download
Oh,
a new demo for
on
Stranger
PS4
of
and
Paradise
PS5.
Final Fantasy Origin. Now, let's jump into the world of Forspoken with
Oh.
some all-new gameplay.
That's a shame.
It is quite beautiful.
Yeah. in
Man,
a
I wish I had the
everything here
time
wants
to
kill you kind of way.
Stream the demo, but I guess I'll have to do that on my own time. 'Cause yeah, oh yeah, I don't think I mentioned it on stream, But if you look at my schedule, I've been sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends. So that's gonna be a thing instead of Final Fantasy on Friday. But yeah, I feel like this demo is explicitly there to make sure people know not to worry about the PlayStation 4 version, because it showed PS4 and PS5 there, and apparently Neo ran really bad in its original demos and then ran fine on the final version. So that's probably exactly what they're doing there. They want to make sure people understand it's going to be safe. Yeah, I'm actually excited to be sponsored. Like, I didn't think that was going to happen at this scale. Like, I'm not even a small Twitch streamer. Like, I'm minuscule. I'm not on the radar. Oh, that looks cool. Surfing's always cool. Behold the power of the Luminous engine. It does. It looks like they finally caught up with Final Fantasy 15. They can finally make it look not bad. But this just doesn't tell me anything about why I would want to actually buy this expensive game. Because games are expensive in Canada, if you didn't know.
That was a new look at the
Alright, we're
sprawling
only
PS5
8 minutes in,
adventure
or maybe 7.
Forspoken from Luminous Productions.
Luminous Productions, I forgot
Let's
about
check
that.
out some 6v6 action in Gundam Evolution.
Gundam,
a fast-paced multiplayer shooter coming to PS4 and
That's
PS5
another thing that's good
later
for
this
some
year.
people. I don't have any attachment to Gundam, but every time they actually announce an actual Gundam game coming out in the West, people get pretty excited. Yo, they got the moon from Final Fantasy XIV Endwalker. I feel like this music doesn't quite fit the Gundam vibe, but what do I know? Is this what Gundam's like? I feel like this isn't very Gundam-ish. Is this them trying to make Call of Duty relevant to Japanese people? This is literally Halo. I mean, I feel like Halo doesn't even have music like this. Oh, also, hello, Roseblint, Polyantha. Yeah, this looks like any number of first/third-person shooters that have come out last gen and the gen before, basically. Oh, what's this? Oh, yeah. Is this Japanese? Oh, it's a collection. Well, there goes what I was saying before about them not doing any pixel collections on a State of Play. I guess they will. I feel like a lot of these don't get re-releases, so actually, this is probably pretty good. And I know everyone loves the Turtles beat 'em ups, so this is cool. There's been a lot of cool reveals for other people that aren't me. So I think this has been a pretty good State of Play so far. Ooh, that's a lot. Some Western announcements. I have no idea what this is. Gritty reboot of Wonderful 101. Oh, it's like a kaiju game, I guess. Gigabash. I feel like I've heard that name.
Kaiju Brawler Gigabash comes to PS4 and PS5 later this year. Next, a fan-favorite fighting game makes a beautiful and bizarre return.
Oh, JoJo? Yeah, JoJo. And Philemon? Wait, is this like a crossover? Could it be really funny if they did Persona cross JoJo? Okay, I think this is just the PlayStation 3 game, isn't it? Or is this a real fighting game now? Those look like real fighting game moves. Well, they said return. Is this All-Star Battle? Yeah, I thought it looked like it. So yeah, this is the game that became useless after they took down some online stuff, right? Because like they tied a bunch of unlockables to like online play. Oh, they don't even give it a... Oh, wait. R? For Rainbow? 50 playable characters. Wow, are they adding a bunch then? Or is it just always like that? Well, yeah, nice.
Our next 2 games will take you
That's a game I
beyond life
considered
and
buying
death.
at some point. Oh, is this Sifu? No. Is this Samurai Sifu? Trek to Yomi. Oh, this actually has a really authentic looking art style. It really looks like a film, kinda. Like specifically that kind of Japanese black and white film. I'm a sucker for Stark Shadows. This is probably a known factor for me, but I do love those Stark Shadows. But yeah, this gives me a lot of vibes of Sifu, just with a sword, which probably makes it better. Swords are cool. Translators know Yomi means afterlife. Yeah, the Ghost of Tsushima black and white mode doesn't look very authentic at all. Such a shame. Oh, interesting. I definitely don't know enough to say if this actually means anything. I don't know my Japanese voice actors. Yeah, oh, it's Devolver. That makes a lot of sense. This is the kind of thing they would pick up, for sure. Hey, finally a PlayStation game.
Trapped in an endless cycle.
Oh man.
Fighting.
New Nier Automata?
Dying.
This is just Returnal, isn't it?
Always the same, yet always changing. Astra, I'm not alone. Not anymore.
I hear Returnal's a lot better now that's been patched. If this is Returnal. I don't know Returnal well enough to say. The Returnal?
Now I stand before the endless tower. I climb as Sisyphus did, pushing the boulder upward. No matter how high I climb, the challenge begins again.
Climb but darlings. Returnal Bloody
But I
Palace.
fight on, through the infinite. Seeking answers. Seeking ascension.
I'm not feeling this writing,
My
honestly.
release is within this tower, and I will find it.
No subtitle? Oh, there we go. Ascension. So it's an update, not DLC.
Housemarque is bringing campaign co-op and a mysterious new survival mode to Returnal Ascension, a free update hitting this March. It's almost time to sign off, but before we do, let's get a first look at 2 brand new games coming from Square Enix.
2? Is that another
this really
Voice of
what you
Cards
want?
game?
And you are certain that what we are doing is best for the people of the kingdom.
Wait, is this a remake of Final Fantasy
Yes.
Tactics?
I suppose it would, in a sense. True.
I think I jumped the gun a bit there.
Yes. It made me wonder.
But
am I
British
still that
accents.
same person?
It's gotta be that, right?
The era of myths gives way to an era of great turmoil.
Or it's a new IP and it might end
The
up being a
continent was
disaster.
ravaged by the devastating war between the Empire and the Alliance.
Are we gonna get a sequel to the
However,
piss shit war?
one nation remained unaffected by
Mocked
the
from
chaos.
Triangle
the
Strategy?
Kingdom of Alatane, ward of the August, looked destined to have its soil stained with the blood of battle.
Brave Exvius?
We've
Whoa,
finally been called up.
that is not
We're
what the
up
art style I
against the
expected it to
Empire's
look
main
like.
arm. We are to
Is this
eradicate
a...
every last
what's it
Imperial
called?
who comes
You know that
ashore.
other weird game? This is... Wait, is this an RTS? Or something?
Now you will die.
It's definitely that Triangle
really have such a
Strategy-ish
yearning
art
for
style, I
war?
think.
I can't comprehend it.
Yeah, I don't know. This doesn't look incredible.
So then, what shall we do now?
We're going to retake it.
This is our chance while they're all assembled. We should send our best and crush them.
That's right.
Divine
All the more
Year
reason to
1500.
avoid bloodshed.
Yeah, these character designs remind me a lot of specifically
It
the,
also
the
likely means
Tactics Brave
danger.
Exvius spin-off. But these models are weirdly
I
low
suppose
rent,
it
but
is
then
the
these
only way
effects
for
are
us to
really
survive.
nice. So I don't know. It's weird. Well, I couldn't have predicted a name like that. I definitely didn't see that coming. You wish strategy games meant anything to you? Yeah. Alright, what's this one? Is it another Nier game? The light makes me think Nier. Oh, wait, no, there's a cartoony outline. Oh, I have no idea what this is then.
If the will to fight still lingers within you, then accept my offer
Yeah,
and join me.
an outline. Yeah, Valkyrie. Maybe?
Valkyrie.
Oh yeah, there we go. Gets the new Valkyrie profile. Or they're gonna pull a Capcom and be like, and now it's time for Exo Valkyrie.
Precious lies on the brink of annihilation.
I'll tell you right now, if this plays anything like Lightning Returns though, I'm all over it. Because everyone always says Lightning Returns is like a Valkyrie profile game. And if that's the case, I will take it. It does look like a video game. Like, unfortunately, Square Enix has a problem right now where new IPs are usually pretty exciting, but they kind of have a rough track record sometimes. Valkyrie Elysium, interesting. Like, they just did Babylon's Fall. Like, they
Your
have a
efforts
problem
to
of not
remain
overseeing these
undetected
projects
are
enough, it
lacking.
seems.
Reveal yourself.
They cross over with Lightning? No.
Who are you?
Yo, Valkyrie Virgil?
That's all for today. We'll see you soon with another State of Play.
Alright, well, yeah, that was the state of play. That was cool. I never played The Quiet Man, and I haven't played Balan either, and I also haven't played Babylon's Fall. A solid 5 out of 10? Yeah, I mean, I feel like if someone said there's going to be multiple Square Enix announcements at the state of play, people would have gotten really, really hyped and then very disappointed by that. But yeah, that was overall pretty good. Nothing like explicitly for me, but that doesn't, like, not every one of these has to be for me. But yeah, no, it's all done. So that's that.